What's up, you fucking pencil neck geeks? This is Bloodstain Lane, aka the Bait Clan Murderer. Right now, I'm just chilling. It's Monday morning. Had to bang out from work. I had a little bit too much to drink last night, so I called out. Just kicking back, watching some Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos with Little Wandy over here. You know, and you see it, man. The man, the myth, the legend, one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, the king of violence, the axe murderer, Wanderlei Silva, comes back this Saturday against Chris Leben, UFC 132, and I'm pumped as fuck. You know, there's fighters that I like, and then there's just an elite group of fighters that I personally have, that for me it's like the Super Bowl. You know, Shogun being one, Bada Hari, Wanderlei, Fedor, Kasazu when he was still fighting, Tyson, Whitaker. You know, I have an elite list of fighters that is when they fight, it's like the fucking Super Bowl. And this Saturday is one of my Super Bowls. You know, it's been 15 months since the axe murderer has been in the ring, out with an injury. He's fighting one of the most entertaining fighters in MMA, and Chris Leben. So you know you're gonna have a fucking war with two guys sitting in the pockets, fucking throwing bombs at each other like it's fucking World War II. I'm not going to sit here and give you a lecture on the axe murderer of Wanderlei Silva. Because if you're an MMA fan, you should fucking know already what this man's about. Okay? This guy is everything what fighting should be about. He represents everything what fighting should be about. Going in there and putting on a fucking show for the fans, for the people who pay their hard-earned money to see great fights. I mean, what else can I say about the axe murderer? You know, he's an MMA icon. You know, 5-year Pride middleweight champion, 2003 Grand Prix winner, fought a who's who of guys stemming from Dan Henderson, Mirko Cro Cop, Rampage Jackson, Kazushi Sakuraba, Chuck Liddell, Ricardo Arona. Could go on for days with the guy he's fought. You know, he's the man, man. Vicious street brawling style of Muay Thai, devastating knees from the clinch, a great jiu-jitsu game, especially defensive jiu-jitsu game. He's the man. He's a legend. He's a legend of the fucking sport. Now, in my last video, I said, you know, about Fedor, you know, and a lot of people don't like Fedor because of M1 or whatever, this and that. If you do not like the axe murderer of Wanderlei Silva, you are a piece of shit as a human being. Or you're not even human. If you don't like the catalog of Wanderlei Silva and the work and his fighting style, there is something wrong with you. Something fucking wrong with you. But I'm not going to go into that. This guy is 3-5 in his last 8 fights, and we don't even give a fuck. We don't care. We just love watching him fight. You know? It don't matter wins or losses. You know what I'm saying? You may have guys like, you know, GSP who, you know, are fighting to win, and they're never going to have the cult, rabid fan base of an axe murderer of Wanderlei Silva. Guys that stick by him through the thick and thin. Okay? You're going to have fans. You know, everybody's going to have fans. Everybody loves a winner. But not the fans that the axe murderer has. You know? One of my dreams has always been to have a couple of drinks with Wandy in a bar, and a group of punks start some shit with us, and me and Wandy just go back to back and start fucking slinging off bombs like it's no fucking tomorrow, knocking motherfuckers out one by one, leaving a pile of bodies all over the floor of that bar. You know, that's always been a dream of mine, and hopefully, Wandy, one day I could achieve that dream with you. This guy single-handedly took me from being an MMA fan to an MMA fanatic. You know, I've watched UFC since UFC fucking won. My favorite fighter for a long time was Tank Abbott. Tank didn't give a fuck. He went in that cage straight from the bar, threw fucking bombs at, martial artists, and left the cage. You know, I was always a big fan of Tank. I didn't become a fanatic of the sport until I started watching the axe murderer Wanderlei Silva's fight. Just watching him sit in the pocket and throwing bombs and hitting people with soccer kicks and foot stomps and just the intimidation. His stare downs, his hand roll. I fell in love with MMA when I watched the axe murderer fight. This guy was, other than Mike Tyson, the scariest human being I've ever seen compete in a fight. I mean, he was a true fucking badass. A true badass. I mean, and he didn't care who he fought. He went in there against a 285-pound K1 champion and Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt had 60, 70 pounds on him, and Wandy didn't give a fuck. He went in there and, in my opinion, beat Mark Hunt, but the judges gave it to Mark Hunt. But anybody that watched that fight, I'm pretty sure they will agree with me that Wandy beat Mark Hunt. Yeah, this is very exciting. I'm very excited for this. You know, every time you have a legend fight, an MMA legend fight, I get goosebumps. Just like when I see Fedor fight, when I see Crow Cop fight, I get goosebumps. Wandy, you're the fucking man. You're a fucking hero of mine. You're a hero of a lot of people. I'm glad. I'm also really glad, that he's back with his old coach at Shootbox, Rafael Cordero. And I'm even more happy that Mauricio Shogun Hu is back. So this fight has a little bit of a pride fighting nostalgia going into it. He's back with Shogun, back with Cordero. It's definitely an awesome time right now. You're never gonna have that Shootbox replication, man. That was the baddest fight team in the history of MMA. Nothing will ever come close. Those guys. Put it this way: if Shootbox was in the movie The Warriors, they'd be running shit in New York City. Because none of those fucking gangs are going to fuck with Shootbox. None of them. Yeah, man. This is it. The Axe Murderer returns this Saturday against Chris Leben. Win or lose, we're always going to support because he's going to put on a fucking show. Bloodstain Lane. I'm out. I'm going to be posting this on my teamtakeover.tv with a little article. Maybe I might do Wandy's top 5 fights or knockouts attached to this video. Enjoy the fights this week. He's back. Hey!